What is up, gamers? My desk is a mess, but that's okay because we have a sweet shell swap on it that is making it a mess. It is a custom ordered two-tone shell swapped DS Lite off of my site. Just look how this is the purple green shell from eXtremeRate. Look how sparkly it is, man. It's so pretty. But I'm super excited for this. We already have all of our components and our screens and everything all ready to be assembled. So let's go right in with assembly. I already disassembled the donor DS that I'm using for this, but I have not prepped any of these eXtremeRate shell pieces, so I will do that really quickly. Wow, that only took 1.8 seconds. Okay, so now let's get this top screen plugged in. We will be swapping this top screen lens with eXtremeRate's brand new one. But before we swap that top screen lens, let's get our two cables in here and plugged in. The microphone, it's naked. It doesn't have its rubber pad gummy thing around it, so I don't know where it went, so let's just get another one. Here is another one. Oh my gosh. Let's just get another one. Here's another one. This one's very clean, so let's stuff it down in there. And just like that. Get that through the hole. So now we are ready to top screen lens. So here it is. First, I peel up one of those. Then I put it right here. Try to make it centered. Then I slide my finger all around it. Then I slide my finger all around it, make sure it's stuck on there well, and poke this out and through. Now I'm going to take this out because we don't want our screen to sit on anything. And I want to make sure there's no dust inside. So I'm going to peel this up just for a second and then put it back down. Looks like there was no dust in there, so that's great. So I'm going to now peel this other side of our adhesive, and I'm going to peel this back up and remove it. Now I want to sit our top LCD in here as straight as I possibly can get it and push it down. Whoops, I'm a fool. Oh gosh. All right, well, this is supposed to be up here and coming around here, but I did not route that properly before I stuck the top screen down, so maybe I can remove and redo. Okay, wow, that was extremely simple. I see one dust speck now, but that's fine. Hopefully it can blow away. We'll put this back down. That was very simple. I'm so glad that it was that easy. So that dust speck and gone. So that's dust free once more. So now I'm going to peel the back side of this up. And very quickly and very precisely place it on. And that should be good. Make sure it sticks. And now we can get our speakers in place properly. Bam, bam, a bam, bam, a bam, 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 bam. All right, so now what we're gonna do is clean our top screen because it's a bit fingerprinted up after all of that. Clean it off and shiny, shiny. So now we can slap this on. I already got those 4 rectangular stickers applied, so we're good there, and I can just put this right on. Coolio. Looks fantastic. So now we want our top screen to be free, just like that. Now we can get this piece and get the cables through the hole, and now we can put them on in. And now we need the clear green hinge cover, which I cannot find.
12.
I found it, guys. So I'm going to pull out my very fancy technical contraption. So I'll just yoink one of those. This thing is huge and I have no space in my recording. All right, I got our hinge, clean it up. So now we can stick it in here and make sure it's in the closed position. There we go. So now I'm going to add a Nintendo LED diffuser. I have already modded the motherboard to have custom power LEDs as per the customer's request, so those will match the system and look amazing. FBI, open up! Okay, got our screws in there, so now we can open. It works totally fine. Excellent. So now we can get our buttons in place. First, I'm just gonna route these cables the way that they go, the way that they do be going though. All right, so let's get these buttons in place. And the system's original D-pad and ABXY rubbers were fantastic, so we will reuse those. Just going to clean them up just a tiny bit though. Okay, so let's get those in place. And then I'll grab the eXtremeRate's Start and Select pad because it is very awesome and makes Start and Select feel amazing. So we'll use that. And now we can come in with our motherboard. I already attached the bottom screen and the digitizer, so we are good to go there. And let's get our top screen plugged in. We'll get this black cable routed underneath the cartridge port the way that it goes. And now we can get the Wi-Fi chip plugged in and then the cable plugged into the Wi-Fi chip. Make sure these cables are not fighting each other, but working in unison. Alright, so now I'm going to get these two motherboard screws in and we will test the system and see if it works or not. That is mostly a joke because hopefully it definitely works. You guys get to see the custom power LED right now too. It's green. Wow, everything works great. The top screen is very straight. It's a teeny tiny bit crooked this way, but only a teeny tiny bit. I tried my best, guys. It's hard. It's really hard. All buttons work flawlessly, so this system is ready for full assembly. So now we got the shoulder buttons here. Most of you probably know the drill already. For the R shoulder button, we put it in like normal. Get its spring in there. But the L shoulder button, it sticks. If you put it in there, it'll stick. See how I'm putting pressure on the metal rod and it's not even clicking. This pressure is going to hold it. It's what holds it in when the shell gets on, but it sticks. So the solution for that is I cut it all along here. So we cut this whole outer lip off and then I sand it off just to make it clean like factory. We can see it's a very clean finish, just like factory. So I will put this spring on here, put the button in place, and now we can see when I put pressure on the rod, it clicks perfectly. But now it doesn't stay where it is, so we need our something heavy. So I use a tape dispenser to hold it in place while I get our bottom plate and I put it on. Just like that. Make sure it's on, and it is, and see, both buttons click wonderfully. Let's get our 3 Phillips screws for the bottom plate on. And then I'm going to go straight into the Y screws because I already tested it. We know it works. Alright, we'll get our battery in place. I'm not going to screw the battery door in because we will check out our low power LED. I do want to apply a bottom LCD border, a black one. So this is from the donor DS. So I'm going to peel up the black LCD border. If my customer doesn't like this, then he may at any time remove it. It's just stuck on is all, so you just get his thumbnail up it and peel it up. And there we go. So now, while I set it up, I will put in these 4 screws up here and then get the rubber pads in place. Now I'm going to use the solid green that came with this shell to contrast the transparent, but I will include the transparent if you'd ever like to swap them on in the future. Perfect. We will get these long rubber pads up top here plugged in or inserted. Close it, and now we will get these transparent ones on the bottom. And again, the solid ones will be included if you'd ever like to swap them in the future. And for our GBA slot cover, got a brand new Y screw holding it in place. Now we will test games. And the bottom screen is just a tiny bit yellow, so I will leave this system running for a day or 2, but I'm sure it'll only take a single day. On max brightness on 100% white screens, this will reduce the yellowness, and probably at this yellow level, it'll probably completely take it away after 1 day, potentially 2. But it read games totally fine, so that's good. The system's awesome. The green LED just looks amazing, matches perfectly. So now I'm going to remove this battery here, and we'll put in a low power one. I don't know which one is low power. This one is, woo, look at that, dude. Look at how nicely it matches the buttons. That's awesome. And you can even see the glow through there. That's awesome. It's like glowing. Dude, this is so cool. And through here, since it's like purple on green, it looks blue. This thing is so cool. I hope you love your DS. If you guys would like to order your own custom DS, I do two-tone shell swaps, so you can pick between any two shells on eXtremeRate's website, and I will customize them into a shell swap just like this. And you can pick any color for the power LEDs. There we go. That's that. Looks amazing. Let me know your thoughts on this DS in the comments. I will leave a link in the description if you would like your own DS. We can't forget the serial number sticker, guys. We can't forget that. That would be awful. We got it on, guys. Look at that. So colorful. And we got our GBA slot cover. I have Retro Revolution PCBs shipped. They're on the way. I have a test batch of 5 of them just to make sure that they work, and then I'll order 100 or so, 500 maybe. So, but just take a look at this. It looks awesome. It's so cool. So let me show you how I'll leave it on white screen. So that's max brightness. So that's this is max brightness. I'll pop a game cartridge in, run it, and I forgot that this DS runs it automatically, so we'll need to be quick. So run it, pull it out on the white screen. So now this is max brightness, max white screens, and we can close the system and we can see it won't go into sleep mode as the screens are still on. You can see they're still on even when it would normally go into sleep mode. So we'll keep it just like this for a day, maybe 2 if it needs 2 days, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a big thumbs up if you did. It really helps out my channel grow, and I will see you in the next one. Look at that, dude. So cool.